Hello, my name is Jeremy Wolf, and with me today we have Aaron Wolf. We're from the Wolf Farms Precision team, and today we're going to take a minute of your time and go through the anatomy of our Kinze 3800 series planter, the options we have on this row unit through our precision planting product line. So we're going to start by showing you the V-Drive insecticide part of the unit, mainly to get it out of our way so we can show you the rest of the unit logistically. So we're going to pull this off. There's two clips and one plug. We're going to remove the V-Drive insecticide. It's a self-contained metering system that uses a V-Drive motor, same as your seeding motor, for any of you familiar with the precision planting product line. So as you can see, Michael's going to zoom in here. As you can see, the metering system is right here. Very simple meter that takes insecticide using the 2020 as its monitor and meters insecticide. The V-Drive insecticide system is the end of the row unit as far as adding to the SRM infrastructure. It plugs into the current SRM infrastructure that we use for seeding, Delta Force, anything of that nature, without having to add any extra harnessing or things of that nature. So next we're going to move into the VSET meter and the V-Drive motor that is used to control this for our seeding. We take our hoses off here. We're going to remove the complete unit, including the mini hopper. So there's one plug that controls the seeding. As you can see, it uses the same V-Drive motor as a V-Drive insecticide we just talked about. This motor is your clutch, it is your population control, and it is your meter control. So we're going to remove this half of the meter and split that apart. You can see how there's a direct drive of the V-Drive meter on the VSET plate. This is a corn plate that we have in there. A very simplistic meter. Small base, not many moving parts, all rolling action. So rolling extractor, things of that nature, so a lot less wear. So we're going to pop the corn plate off here. You can see the vac chamber is very small, very compact. That allows for high-speed planting as well as very efficient meter use without a lot of surface area for wear.
Rolling extractor typically means there will be very few wear items. We'll not need to change that out very often.
On this half of the meter you see our floating singulator. As it floats around the plate, that allows for, again, high-speed planting, knocking off any extra seeds we might bring in through the vac process, and allowing our speed tube, which we're going to show next. Again, one plug infrastructure. As we pull this out, our speed tube is going to grab that seed off of the plate. And when it grabs that, it's going to lock it into the belt flighting. We're going to split this apart here. As you can see, the belt goes all the way down to the seed trench. We're going to run it here to kind of show you guys what. So as it locks this seed into the belt and delivers it into the seed trench, it actually matches the ground speed at which you're planting, putting the seed where it wants to go, not allowing gravity to ever take over and influence where the seed drops into the trench. We're directing it where we want to go. That's the beauty of the speed tube. On this planter particularly, we're looking at average speeds of 8.5 mile an hour season-wide. Usually the grower plants around 9 mile an hour in season. Next, we're going to show a little bit of the SRM infrastructure on the row unit. You can see as we come in here, we've got a CAN hub that allows for future expansion. These gray plugs can be removed, and we can add any number of components, whether it be liquid or components that aren't even invented yet through the precision pipeline. All this information is carried through the SRM infrastructure. There is a row harness that goes from the CAN hub to the SRM backbone. This 4-foot harness is a lot cheaper for any damages that might occur, as this is the most dangerous part of the harnessing network, where the parallel arms go up and down and can be pinched or broken. So you can replace a 4-foot harness instead of an entire planter harness. As we go down the SRM infrastructure, It relays back to the monitor and is all controlled on a CAN network. That's very simple to diagnose and very simple to look into if there are any issues as you're planting. We'll take a little look at the Delta Force cylinder here. As you can see, this is mounted on our row unit, forward facing. The Delta Force cylinder allows for row by row downforce control, whether that be lifting or applying pressure. We react at 5 hertz, so 5 times a second we are reacting on this row unit. We are taking readings of our weight pin at 200 hertz. 200 times a second we are reading and giving the cylinder info on what to do. What this allows is for a row by row decision-making capability, which we are for all this infrastructure throughout the row, whether it be seeding, insecticide, the speed tube, or the downforce. Because we have row by row capability, it doesn't matter what the row to either side of this is doing. It gives you 24, in this case, individual planters that can react as different soil types, different soil densities, what have you, come across the 60-foot swath. The beauty of Delta Force and being an individual row component is you can lift as well as apply downforce, which is happening predominantly on these row units, is that it's lifting, it's not applying downforce. The last component we're going to look at is the floating row cleaner with the clean sweep system. So as you can see through the top here, our clean sweep cylinder is in place, and that allows for a suspension, if you will, on the Martin row cleaner. It can either make the row cleaner very light and able to be lifted with just a finger, or it can make it to where it's heavy enough that it will plow through no-till mats and or cover crops. So with that, we'll wrap up. We appreciate your time with this video, and if you have any questions, put them in the comments below. Thank you very much.